Genesis chapter 16. And Sarai, Abram's wife, did not bear to him, and to her belonged a female slave, an Egyptian, and her name was Hagar, Hagal. And Sarai said to Abram, See now, Jehovah has kept me from bearing. Go in now to my slave girl. Perhaps I may be built up from her. And Abram listened to the voice of Sarai. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took her slave girl Hagar, the Egyptian, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife, after Abram had lived 10 years in the land of Canaan. And he went in to Hagar, and she conceived, and she saw that she had conceived, and her mistress was despised in her eyes. And Sarai said to Abram, My injury be upon you. I gave my slave girl into your bosom, and she saw that she had conceived, and I was despised in her eyes. Let Jehovah judge between me and you. But Abram said to Sarai, See, your slave girl is in your hand. Do to her what is good in your eyes. And Sarai dealt harshly with her, and she fled from before her. And the angel of Jehovah found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way of Shur. And he said, Hagar, Sarai's slave girl, where did you come from, and where do you go? And she said, I am fleeing from the face of my mistress Sarai. And the angel of Jehovah said to her, Return to your mistress, and submit yourself under her hand. And the angel of Jehovah said to her, I will exceedingly multiply your seed, so that it shall not be numbered for multitude. And the angel of Jehovah said to her, See, you are with child, and shall bear a son, and you shall call his name Ishmael, because Jehovah has attended to your affliction. And he shall be a wild ass of a man, his hand against all, and the hand of everyone against him. And he shall live before all his brothers. And she called the name of Jehovah, the one speaking to her, You, a God of vision. Ata, El Re'ah. For she said, Even here have I looked after the one seeing me. On account of this, the well was called, the well of the living one seeing me. Be'er Lechai Ro'eh. Behold, it is between Kadesh and Bered. And Hagar bore a son to Abram, and Abram called the name of his son, whom Hagar bore, Ishmael. And Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram. Matthew chapter 16. And coming, the Pharisees and Sadducees asked him to show them a sign out of heaven, tempting him. But answering, he said to them, Evening coming on, you say, Clear sky, for the heaven is red. And at morning, Today is a storm, for the sky is red, being overcast. Hypocrites! You indeed know how to discern the face of the earth, but you cannot the signs and the times. An evil and adulterous generation seeks a sign, and a sign will not be given to it, except the sign of Jonah the prophet." And leaving them, he went away. And his disciples, coming to the other side, they forgot to take loaves. And Jesus said to them, "Watch, and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees." And they reasoned among themselves, saying, "Because we did not take loaves." And knowing, Jesus said to them, "Why do you reason among yourselves, because you took no loaves, little faiths? Do you not perceive, nor recall, the 5 loaves of the 5,000, and how many baskets you took up? Nor the 7 loaves of the 4,000, and how many lunch baskets you took up? How do you not perceive that it was not about loaves that I said to you to take heed from the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees?" Then they knew that he did not say to take heed from the leaven of bread, but from the teaching of the Pharisees and Sadducees. And coming into the parts of Caesarea of Philip, Jesus questioned his disciples, saying, "Whom do men say me to be, the Son of Man?" And they said, "Some say John the Baptist, and others Elijah, and others Jeremiah or one of the prophets." He said to them, "But you, whom do you say me to be?" And answering, Simon Peter said, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And answering, Jesus said to him, "Blessed are you, son of Jonah, for flesh and blood did not reveal it to you, but my Father in heaven. And I also say to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against her. And I will give to you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth shall occur, having already been bound in heaven, and whatever you may loose on earth shall be, having already been loosed in heaven." Then he warned his disciples that they should tell no one that he is Jesus the Christ. From that time, Jesus began to show to his disciples that it was necessary for him to go away to Jerusalem and to suffer many things from the elders and chief priests and scribes, and to be killed, and to be raised on the 3rd day. And having taken him near, Peter began to rebuke him, saying, "God be gracious to you, Lord, this shall never be to you." But turning, he said to Peter, "Go behind me, Satan. You are an offense to me, for you do not think of the things of God, but the things of men." Then Jesus said to his disciples, "If anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself, and let him bear his cross, and let him follow me. For whoever may desire to save his soul will lose it, but whoever may lose his soul for my sake will find it. For what will a man be benefited if he should gain the whole world, but forfeits his soul? Or what will a man give as an exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man is about to come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he will give reward to each according to his works. Truly I say to you, there are some standing here who in no way will taste of death until they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom.